Okay, I'm back. And Vershant, I'm sorry, I wanted to read what you had. So the reason Tiamat is still there is because after Bahamut died, the Asians came to her and used her to summon his shade. Oh, okay, cool. I feel like she talked about that, but so many things happened I forgot. When she realized she'd done fucked up, she got captured by the Alligans and feels guilty still about selling the memory of her big bro. So that's why she's still staying there. It's her penance. That's nice lore. That's the kind of shit that I love playing with chat, you know? They drop the deep knowledge that sometimes I forget about in the intervening days since like the last time I played or streamed or just like was too stupid to comprehend at the moment. There's a lot of things in this game, a lot of reading, and trying to remember all of it it's a lot. I'll be honest with you, you know? Maybe my reading comprehension is -3. Maybe I rolled like a nat 1 when I was allocating my stats as a baby, but here we are. I feel like there's certain things I do understand, broad concepts, but small things, sometimes I forget. Okay, so we're going to start patch 3.4 now. Actually, continue on with the MSQ here. So we have this patch and 2 others after. Looks like the last vigil is where I want to be. In order to finish Heavensward, after we're done with Heavensward, we will do the Alliance raids that are here from Heavensward. And I think that would be about it for this. Never seen this armor set before. Literally never a single piece, bro. What? After we're done with Heavensward and the Alliance raid, we'll jump into Stormblood. Yo, this is the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen. I probably would never wear it because it's kind of gaudy in a way, but like, it's fucking badass. I'm kind of insulting it by saying it's kind of gaudy, but like, it's still kind of cool. Anyways, I don't know, it just feels like a Power Ranger or villain armor set. Cool. Alright, here we go, patch 3.4. Promises kept. How are you gonna rip my heart out this time? Mr. Small, you are to come at a most excellent time. An invitation from a truly preeminent personage was delivered to the manor but a short while ago. Would that you have been present to receive it, but in any event. Sir Emmerich de Borel? I've never heard his full name before. Okay. Sir Emmerich de Borel, Lord Speaker of the House of Lords, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and Viscount of House Borel, cordially invites Mistress Mole to dine with him at his estate. Is Lucia okay with this? Does she know? You seem surprised. The messenger assured me that his lord had broached this subject with you at an earlier date, when the arrangements for the peace conference were still being finalized. Of course, the intervening moons afforded little opportunity for leisure, but with the happy advent of peace, 'tis plain the Lord Commander sees no further cause to delay. What say you? I guess I don't really have any... I guess I should accept it, but I'm kind of curious if they'll give me either like glamours or something. They'll probably say, "You're fine as you are. You're the hero." I had to look it up. It appears the armor is from the Garo set, which is from a crossover event. Yeah, Garo, the anime. Okay. Well, that armor set makes way more sense now that I know it was an anime crossover. The source of it, I've heard described as the Power Rangers for adults. Yeah, 100%. Definitely. When was the crossover event? At the old Garo event? Dude, like, can I buy that on the Mog Station now? Because I would love to see what the other ones look like for other classes. They are redoing it? Oh! It was brought back. Yo. PvP only? Get the fuck out of here. I'm done. Y'all, I'm putting down Final Fantasy XIV. This game fucking sucks. Ever mention how much this game fucking sucks? PvP only? Damn it, guess I'm becoming a PvPer now. Fuck the story, I'm PvP only. Sweet, dude. I don't know. How much, does anyone know how much you had to grind to get that? I think a set in Saucer. I don't know if it was fully dyeable or not. Ooh. PvP from Crystal Conflict is actually kind of fun. If you do enough, you get some very nice looking gear. What's up with Crystal Conflict? I haven't really looked into it except for that it's a new PvP event. Like, how does it play? Is this the Overwatch like one where you have to like move the payload, or the Team Fortress 2 type event where you have to like move the payload, you know, further and further to the goal? Also, as someone who's new-ish to the game, how noob friendly is it? Yes, that is it. Cool. I guess I do like the Overwatch and Team Fortress 2 game. It was supposed to be a 5-minute round payload type thing from Team Fortress 2. And Overwatch is just Team Fortress 2 with waifus. You're not wrong. Emphasis on supposed to. Now, we're saying it's going faster because some of the classes are OP, or people are dragging it out. Anyways, we asked for clothes. You would ask me, well, I am sure that as a personal friend of Sir Emmerich, you were at liberty to wear whatever you deem appropriate. That said, when in doubt, a man of note could do far worse than an alpine coat. I think I have one of those. At least that is what Lord Ammonian has been heard to say. I assume the same holds true for ladies. Ahem. When you are ready, pray report to the Astrologium. A man of House Borel shall be waiting near there to escort you the rest of the way. Well, overtime has no hard cap, so it goes on till end. There's overtime. Shit. Okay, fair enough. I think I was told to go get a coat. I think I need to go get a coat. Let's go get ourselves a nice little coat. Be all fancy and shit. Gotta look the best that I can. Alright, gotta go find an inn room. Unfortunate, because I put it in my glamour dresser already. Oops. I need to see this, thank you, lock that so I don't do that anymore. Sorry, I have links turned off for certain people. I can definitely look it up. You just gotta be wary. No offense to you at all, but like, people could come through and just spam, you know, porn links or whatever. You never know. You just never know. So, it's nothing against you. But I hope you understand. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. Let's see. Crystalline Conflict. Armor. Let's see. Getting started, roles, blah, blah, blah. There's probably a YouTube video that shows off all the armor, right? It's called Archfiend. Okay. Alright, let's see. There's 14 Archfiend armor. Let's see. Blah, 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 welding, trade school commercial. No one cares. Alright, let's see if we can find this one. Do I have one for this one? Hold on one sec, sorry. I had to remember how I set all this shit up. Yeah, that should be good. Alright, cool. No one cares what you're saying. Get your character off screen. I don't want to see your character either. I just want to see the armor. Okay, here we go. He has a little timestamps and everything too. Okay. Pretty edgy. I do like that it kind of looks like it gives me vibes of Alien, and stick with me with this one. It's like organic armor, right? Kind of reminds me of the Xenomorphs in a way. Kind of like it. A little bit more edge-tastic with the red glow. I can see a lot of Reapers wanting this type of armor. For sure. Oh, and now he's doing the armor sets and parts. So wait, it only looks like this? Like, no matter what class you're playing? Like, there's no difference between range, DPS, physical DPS, casters, tanks, and all that? Why the fuck would you do it on a bunny? Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm debating whether or not I want to actually go back to playing a Viera at some point. Not having head glamour is kind of just... It's a shame. It's a shame. They really need to work on fixing whether or not they're going to put... There you go. Head armor on Viera or not. It's pretty cool. Also, question. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say questionable why he would do it on a Hrothgar. Huh. Ooh, okay. The face mask actually looks pretty fucking sick, dude. Look at that on the dudes. I would say. I don't know how I feel about it on ladies, but on guys, it definitely looks pretty fucking sick. Nice dyeable set too. Ooh, dude, there was one of those that was like a blood red. That looked so good. Also, they really need to figure out this whole second dye slot business. It's a really shame. The deep blue that he had there, like a navy blue, that was really nice as well. But yeah, they need to figure out. Whoops, not that one. Sorry. They need to figure out whether or not they're gonna actually put a second dye slot in this fucking game or not. It's all the same set. Yeah. Yeah, why is it on a race that can't show the helm? But thankfully he did it after, so I had to appreciate that at the very least. Where's that jacket at? This one, right? The Alpine coat. I don't really want to apply it as a glamour, so I'm just going to wear it like a normal fucking person. I'm going to be honest with you. That's not how you get to your armory. Is it Control I? Yeah. Also need to just do it this way. Anyways. Sweet. We're ready. We're ready for dinner. That's a good like fancy cordial dinner outfit, right, y'all? Right? Right. Anyways, let's go back. We gotta go have dinner with our beloved Amaric, I'm sorry, with our beloved Amaric. No, it's all the same. It's one set for all of them. I came from WoW, and there's any sort of dye. Yeah. Wait, so WoW didn't have any dyes? You only had the one color, that's it? Yeah. That's nasty. Customization. Don't take it away from me. So what is it that pulled you from WoW into Final Fantasy XIV? I've heard the stories of a lot of people, WoW refugees and whatnot, coming over to FF14, but what was the reason? Yep, made trying to make glamour sets an absolute pain. Ooh, could only imagine. Ugh. Blah. No, thank you. I do just wish, though, like, I could change, like, this border to a different color. So, like, you had the main color and then the secondary color. I think that would be a really nice feature. If they were to ever implement that sort of thing. Greetings and well met, Mr. Small. I have the honor and privilege to serve as head steward of House Borel, though, admittedly, our staff is somewhat smaller than those of other noble families, being countable on one hand. My lord will be overjoyed to hear that you have accepted his invitation. As you will soon see, we have spared no expense. I dare say a woman of action such as yourself enjoys nary a moment's respite. Aye, the battlefield beckons even now, I am sure, but for this day we bid that you lay down your burdens and raise a glass to peace and prosperity. Damn. It's a nice little dining hall, dude. I'm actually kind of jealous. This looks nice as fuck. Also, that plate looks like exactly how my dinners usually look, too. Some like greens with like, looks like broccoli or some sort, and possibly a fish or meat.
To think the Moogles would prove such harsh taskmasters. Forgive me. I did not know you had suffered so in your quest for the horn.
I kind of wish Lucia was here, but like, I love you, Emmerich. How are you so awesome? Though I do have to question the 3 cups of whatever liquids are there. Is he downing 2 goblets of wine at a time?
I must say, your spirited accounts always come as a welcome change from the arid reports which fill my days.
No, bitch, drink it! Let's get drunk! Seriously? None of us are gonna drink that? What a lame party.
Though I have lived in these lands my entire life, to hear you speak of them, there is much and more I have yet to see. Truly, yours was a marvelous journey.
I think we were watching them after what happened after 2.55, right? We're a little worried about people mixing drinks for royalty after what happened in Amino. You got bored with WoW. The story in the latest expansion is so much more lacking compared to 14. Also, they made the afterlife boring. How the fuck do you do that? What kept me from going back, though, is that 14 just respects its players' time so much more. Yeah, no, truly, yeah, I remember what happened last time. Mine was the vaults. So, do you think that you're going to go back to WoW, at least to just check it out for the new Dragon expansion that they have? I heard some, like, WoW people were like, okay, you know, they seem to be listening to the community a bit. Maybe not. Maybe you're just like, no, dude, 14, just sticking with that, but I don't know. I don't know if that new expansion calls to you as a former WoW player. Anyways, I don't remember what he said. I'm gonna be honest with you. Something about recounting tales, I think. I would like to journey with him, sure.
Well, truth be told, when I think back on the sweeping vistas of the churning mists, I do feel some slight pangs of wanderlust. Alas, much as I would like to accept your invitation, I fear my present duties with the House of Lords demand my undivided attention. Someday, perhaps.
Oh, so you haven't gotten to Endwalker yet? Ooh, I see. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I haven't watched any trailers or anything, so...
You have helped us to lay the foundation for lasting reform. The formation of the Republic is but the beginning, for it is not only our system of governance which must needs change. We, the people, must learn to let go of our hatreds and rise above our bloody past. I only pray that I live long enough to see us achieve some measure of success, that I might know the lost did not die in vain. I can still see you there on the steps of faith, striding fearlessly towards the worm. If you could do that, who are we to balk at the challenges ahead? The question of how best to strengthen ties with the other great nations of Eorzea has been debated at length in the Lords and Commons of late. As you may imagine, maintaining stability during this period of historic upheaval is our paramount concern. Nevertheless, we are greatly indebted to the Alliance for their support during the Grand Melee, and it would be remiss of us not to repay their faith in kind. Of course, we owe you the greatest debt of all, and it is my hope that in extending our support to you and the Scions, we might also express our gratitude to our neighbors, nay, our fellow Eorzeans, whom we pray you will continue to protect. The Lords and Commons agree on very little, but not a soul in either house begrudges your order this offer of patronage. For all you have done and will do, we thank you.
It's kind of weird because we're essentially rejoined them into the Alliance so that they could help us fight the Garleans. So we're kind of throwing them back into another war, but I think after fighting dragons for millennia, or centuries or whatever it was, it might be a welcome reprieve. This feels a little strange when you think of like the grander consequences here, or the grander story.
May I ask a personal question? Now that the dust has settled, what will you do? Not as a scion, I mean, but what do you want for yourself?
Lord Commander, pray forgive the interruption.
Who are you?
News from House Fulton.
Who's this lady?
An urgent message for the Warrior of Light. I was instructed to deliver it without delay. Master Thancred returned to the manor a short time ago bearing an injured maiden.
Alizé, let's go.
Sylvia and Mistress Tataru are tending to her wounds, but they like not her chances. Respectfully, my lord, they have requested the Warrior of Light's immediate presence.
Didn't Thancred get them out in time, though? Wait,
You
what?
must go to them, my friend, and I shall go with you.
But my dinner. Can I get it to go? And recently, the Dragonflight video dropped, and first of all, I felt more invested in the stone.
Every ending marks a new beginning.
Who's narrating this patch? We had Edmond de Fortin.
From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn.
I know this
As
voice.
did she.
It's not the new Alphino. It's definitely not Amaric. I don't think it was Artoria or Emelanian or whatever his name is.
Only to be drawn onto another battlefield, another cause, as if by fate.
Okay, so real quick. Recently the Dragonflight video dropped, and first of all, I felt more invested in the Stonebrow story in the 3 minutes he was there than I was with all the main characters of Shadowbringers. Shadowlands, that was supposed to be caring, that I was supposed to be caring about. And at the end of the trailer, I was just like, huh, that was pretty. That was a pretty trailer. And no, you did playthrough of Endwalker in 2 weeks. Fair enough. Yeah. Then I misread it. Okay, back to 4 Times Manor. Maybe all my speculations were incorrect. Maybe he picked up another maid. Nope, it was her indeed.
Yes.
Is that...
Alizé, Alphino's twin sister.
Hoping for a new
She
voice
ran
actress.
foul of the Warriors of Darkness. I had been tracking them since the ceremony at Falcon's Nest. Little did I know I was not the only one. Evidently, she had learned of their activities and attempted to shadow them on her own. Poorly. I rescued her in the Twelveswood, and together we fled north. But though I made every effort to cover our tracks, they caught up with us on the Ishgardian border. And in the ensuing struggle, Alizé took an arrow to the shoulder. It was only after we had made good our escape that I realized it was poisoned.
Thank you for coming so quickly. And you, Sir Emmerich.
Think nothing of it. How is she?
We have done all we can for now. Although the immediate danger has passed, the poison yet lingers in her blood. We came to Eorzea together, hoping to bring salvation to the realm our grandfather gave his life to protect. But when confronted with the bitter realities of its politics and its petty powermongers, she was driven to anger and to doubt. She refused to become embroiled in what she termed Eorzea's squabbles and distance herself from the Scions. Though she remained hopeful of a brighter future, she would walk her own path. Would that it had not been so perilous. For all our differences, she's as dedicated as any Scion to the salvation of Eorzea. But more than that, she is my sister. To be reunited with her, only to lose her forever. Gods, even to speak the words.
Take heart, Master Alphino. She will be attended by our most skilled chirurgeons.
Chirurgeons, that's how you say it, okay.
Bear Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary at once. Apprise Captain Whitecape of the situation, and inform him that she is to be treated as my personal charge.
Alphino, is the Warrior of Light, is she with you? Don't go, there is something I must say.
New voice actress, let's go! Thank God. I couldn't stand her previous voice. It was so just bad. It was just bad.
The Warriors of Darkness are in league with the Ascians. Slaughtering the Primals is but the first step in their plan. They make for Zelvatol to bring about Garuda's summoning and to kill her. You must stop them.
I wonder if this has anything to do with the
I shall inform the others at once.
Warring Triad quest. I wonder if they're trying to kill the primals in order to get their power in the ore site.
Master Thancred,
Why else would they do that?
I would ask that you accompany Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary. Your knowledge of her injuries may well prove useful in determining her treatment.
Of course.
Yeah, I wonder if they're trying to capture the primal's essence in ore site so that they have more power or something. Because I couldn't imagine the reason to aid in the summoning of a primal only to destroy them. It's kind of a weird event to do with no reason. Anyways, let's get back in our regular set here. Surely they wouldn't let her. Yes, I know. We must trust in Captain Whitecape and his chirurgeons. Did they not bring Estinian back from the very brink of death? I am uncomfortably reminded of how he mocked me for praying at his bedside for days on end. What say you, my friends? Shall we turn our attention to matters whose conclusion we have yet have the power to influence? I don't care about that fee. Alright. Shadows of the First and get the grounded orchestrating role. Looks like we're going to be running into the Warriors of Darkness faster than I thought. No real build up to them. Just kind of hear about them and then tackle it. Let's stop the auto scroll. So the Warriors of Darkness and the Ascians are comprising to bring about Garuda's summoning, that they might put her to the sword. Then when we first encountered them in Loth Asknath, when they were confronting Ravana, gods, has this been their aim all along? What do you intend to do, Master Alphino? There is much and more I do not understand, but I know this. A primal summoning cannot be ignored. Alice risked her life to uncover this plot, and we squander her gift at our peril? Mona, will you accompany me to Zamfantol, or whatever it's called, and help me stop the Ixil ritual? Hell yeah, dude. These primals are going down. Given that Ishgard shares a border with the Ixil homeland, we have a vested interest in the outcome of this ritual. We have been willing to suffer the Beastman's intrusions into Kurthan lands to a point, but the summoning of a primal is an escalation we cannot abide. You shall have our fastest airship, Master Alphino. The mountains of Zemfatol are not easily traversed, and this endeavor demands all haste. A gesture most appreciated, Sir Emmerich, but I fear an aerial approach is destined to fail. This is their homeland, after all, and Ixil dirigibles are not to be underestimated. Experience tells me the only conceivable approach is by land. I believe it would be wiser to cross into Zephyntol by way of the mountain pass east of Camp Dragonhead. In that case, I shall send instructions for a contingent of camp knights to be placed at your disposal. They will secure you a safe passage through the mountains and escort you thence to Zephyntol. Though my men are unqualified to confront a primal, they are more than capable of contending with the Ixal. We should be glad of their assistance, Lord Edmond. Alright, dungeon. Yeah, it looks like there's one coming up. In the event Mistress Alizé regains consciousness, we will share with you any additional information she may provide. May the Fury watch over you and keep you safe. Let us be off. We can procure any additional supplies and we require in Camp Dragonhead. Alright, dungeon time then. Let's see. Camp Dragonhead. We'll rendezvous there. Shouldn't be too difficult. We just gotta, what? Stop Garuda's summoning, so we just need to fight a bunch of, well, possibly just the Warriors of Darkness. Possibly. Hey, come back here. It's a cute little Mikote. Alright, where in Camp Dragonhead, though? Is it in the little office space over here? No, it's somewhere else. On the other side. Somewhere over here. Oop, didn't mean to go in so far. Have you everything you require then? Excellent. The entrance to the pass is north of Natalan, and due east of Camp Dragonhead. Though it is normally guarded by a score of Ixal warriors, I have been informed that House Photon's knights have already dispatched them. The enemy's gates lie open. We need but walk through it. And away we go then. Alright, to the east then, huh? Somewhere around here. I don't know if I've ever gone to an area where there's a dungeon before around here. I know there's the one crystal where we had to fight Garuda hard. That's about it. I've never really explored anything else. Mr. Small, Master Alfino, as you can see, the gate is ours. Be advised that our scouts are reporting increased activity around the first mountain. Simply put, they are up to something and don't want anyone interfering. We stand ready to escort you to Zafatal and aid you as you see fit. Given the numbers we like to encounter, a two-pronged approach may be best. While the knights and I feign a larger attack to draw the Ixal's attention, I suggest you and yours attempt to slip past their defenses and locate the site of the summoning ritual. If the gods are good, you should only have to deal with some few patrols, but if they are not, you may be forced to do battle with the Warriors of Darkness. Zephytol is now accessible. Alright. I guess we're getting in that. Epps, I'm going to ask the question, but I don't expect you. You're not on for this, right? It's perfectly okay. It's just a normal mode MSQ dungeon, but I figured I would ask the question first before I queue in. 70 tombstones. I can be if needed, but I was doing other stuff. You do other stuff, brother. Do not worry about it. It's a normal mode dungeon, and we can completely handle it. You can heal if you want. If you can make it to Crystal Goblin, give me an emote of some sort if you are available. If it's going to take you like 15 minutes to log on, no offense, I'll just like quickly queue into the dungeon and get it through. But if you're already in the game, head on over. We'll gladly accept people. Alright, give me 1 second to hop on over. Sounds good. Yeah, like I said, when you come up, just because I haven't added you to friends list, just chocobo racing. Finish up the chocobo race, bro. Don't worry. Just come over and give me an emote, like click on my character and give me an emote, so that way it says like, hey, someone emoted to you. That way I know it's actually you. That's all I require. Then I'll add you to the friends list in the party. Race is done. They take like 2 minutes each. Chocobo racing was never something I actually did, even when I had the gold saucer unlocked. It takes a lot of training for your chocobo, right? Because like they have independent stats and stuff for the race alone, and you have to like train them up. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. None of that. Seems like it would be fun though. At one point, one day, we'll give it a try. Today's not that day though. What's my character name? Mortar Mole. We will, let's see, I can put it up right over here. You can see it right here on the top corner. Boop. Whoa, that's a big 200%. We'll just do it at 140. Dude, I messed up my webcam because I was like taking actual pictures and stuff. So I need to fix it. Like I'm super high up and off to the, off center a little bit. Still feel like I'm really high. I believe that just came through. There you are. Yes. First, boop, boop, and invite. There we go. All right. Let's just see real quick. Just make sure you're right class and everything. Ooh, caps lock on. Let's just see. Just let me know when you're ready. If you need to set up your character a little bit. Only if you're doing all the challenges and whatnot. Okay, for the difficulty. Gotcha. I don't know. Maybe one day we'll go visit Gold Saucer and see what it's all about. All right, let's go. Zephytol. Duty commenced. Easy peasy, lemon McSqueezy. Again, so real quick, I am new to tanking. I am also doing this for the first time, so if there are any crazy mechanics I need to know, I probably don't know them. So we'll do our best, but again, normal mode dungeons aren't usually that difficult, but I'm still getting used to multi-pulls and stuff like that, so if I'm taking it a bit slower, just be patient with me. Por favor. One more DPS. Come on. Who's it gonna be? You would figure, like, with the amount of people standing around here that, like, they're all queuing in, but maybe not. Awesome. Love when people withdraw. Here we go. Alright, let's just make sure I have all my stuff on, tank stance and whatnot. It's a cool deal. Alright, team! Let's go. Whoa, missed something there. Okay, so we have AoEs that are happening around here all the time. Interesting. Constant AoEs. I don't know exactly where we're going here, so I'm just gonna take it easy, and we're just going to, I don't know where the rest of the enemies are around here. I think I had to go up that path. Uh-oh. Looks like that guy's coming through. Let's grab him real fast. I do not see anyone else. So it's constantly just AoEs that are coming through this dungeon and whatnot that we need to be aware of, right? That's what it looks like. It doesn't look like we can go any further, so this was a natural wall that happened over here. Cool, cool, cool. Good to know. Boom! Rocks falling all over the place. Nice. Not hardly healing at all. More time for DPS. You become DPS now. I mean, these are very early dungeons as well, so it does make sense that you wouldn't really have to DPS or heal. at these moments. I'll see if I can do another, like, bigger pull. Since, yeah, we're not really too concerned as of right now. Alright, we'll chill with these guys for now. You want to heal? I won't use any cooldowns, just for you. I'll be one of those tanks. I'll be like, oh, my healer's got it. I don't need to use cooldowns. I'm going to save those for the boss. Probably should have pulled... Oh, never mind. We couldn't even pull it this way, even if I wanted to. Alright, first boss, Nuzzle Hallock. Let's make sure our whole team is here. Alright. Let's do this, team. Let's go. From high rain down. Ooh, okay. Okay, so that dude's still another different guy. Gotcha. And then he's gonna come back to... Whoa! Okay, that was part of it. I was like, did I just miss a mechanic? Had absolutely no idea. I'm gonna assume we take care of these things, but we're probably not necessary anymore. Alright, Airstone's taken care of. And I don't think I can interrupt those. I think it's only like the red pulsing cast timers that you can actually interrupt. If I understand certain things correctly. I was like rewatching some of the streams to make sure I was tanking correctly, which I wasn't. I completely now understand that. But I'm starting to understand some of the things that I'm supposed to be looking out for that I wasn't really before. Not saying that I'm still great at it, but learning. Let's get these guys in here. Also, probably should see what my party's saying in here. Didn't even see that. I don't know which way we're supposed to be going here. There's multiple ways to be going. Okay, they're gonna come to us. Gonna head out, gonna catch some sleep. Have a good night. Alright, Apps, thank you so much for joining us. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow. If not, don't worry about it. You deserve your rest, as you do. I guess we just head straight up, right? That's what it looks like. Yep, there we go. Those are probably the attacks I could have interrupted. I didn't even pay attention to their cast timer or nothing, which is my bad. I want to get this treasure coffer real fast. An imposing gate. Is there like a key or anything? Open door. Yep. Doesn't look like it. sure everyone's here. Pull lever. I had no idea the Ixal had areas looking like this. It's kind of cool. All the scaffolding and stuff. It's a lot of stuff. All right. No one else needed anything, apparently. Double Goobus. Let's go. Double Goobus, you say? Damn, I didn't get my cartridge back. Oh well. Alright, next boss. That thing is ludicrous. I love it, dude. Oh my god, why is it so massive? That's what she said. Oh my goodness, bro. That is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I want it. I want it as a glamour that I can get for my character, dude. That is top notch. I've never seen anything that made me laugh that much, man, before. Oh, holy shit. Onto the spikes. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have stood right on top of it, huh? I didn't pay attention to its cast or anything like that. Alright, let's get my my cartridges back real fast. Should I pull him a little bit away so you guys are all range DPS? It should be fine. So he's always dropping, okay, different AoEs that we need to contend with on high. Ooh, okay, okay, so you don't want to get launched into the areas with the, I see. Okay, that makes sense. You don't want to get launched into the areas that don't have guard, because then you're on the spikes. And it looks like there can be 3 at any given moment. Gotcha. Cool. That's actually kind of cool. You have to pay attention to the environment just as much as you do, just like the actual boss. Meant to think, not to wave. It's all good. It's all good. All right. Next area it looks like is gonna be coming up, but I do kind of want this treasure coffer real fast, so I think I'm just gonna keep it right here. Looks like the war balloon can be targeted as well. That's something. Oh, okay. Interesting. All right, maybe we should get like right up on this for a minute. I will do a pull down. Just to make your life a little bit easier. Real fast, just want to go grab this thing. And there's a relic over here? What the hell's the relic for? I don't know if we're going to operate relic. Whoa. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. We ziplining, boys. Hell yeah. Oh my god, what a cool dungeon mechanic. I love it. I love cool, like, just environmental stuff. That's just fun, bro. I should have probably waited to see if all my boys are here. I didn't pay attention to that. All right, let's pull them all over to here, because we know what's going to happen. Oh, hi. Yep, thank you. Thank you for the pull. I did not see them originally. Okay. Warblin's coming back. I see. We didn't destroy it, so it's coming back. There it goes. Awesome. Alright, finish up these goobers real fast. Get the hell out of here. Looks like we're operating the relic this time. Onward and upward. Yo, who's this coming up? Who's this dude with a fancy coat? This dude looks like he means business. Coming up over here. That was a move that I could have completely stopped, and I didn't. I chose not to stop that, like an idiot. I could have leg sweep that. If I remember where I keep all my stuff, that's the problem. I changed up my my hotkeys. It's control now. Okay, gotta remember that. It's control 3. Yo, this guy is so cool. All right. Looks like we're all ready. Let's get in there. The Ixal arrow? Gotcha. I don't know. Maybe I should get him more to the center. I think we want to separate this a little bit more. It's not a stack, right? I don't think so. I'm gonna get him more central for you guys. Looks like we stack up on this one. It doesn't look like we got a debuff of any sort on that, so I think we're all right. Probably don't want to stand right in front of him, right? No, you do not. Summon Garuda. Are we stacking on this? Looks like it's a stack. Sort of, maybe. Good morning, Professor Birch. Or Camel Ash now, I will call you. Sorry, I just know you as one, and it's weird to see the other. Please forgive me. Alright, so he summons Garuda again, which is another stack up. Whoa. Be fine. Be fine. Garuda looks like she's charging something. What the nugs with those tornadoes? Oh, that's not Garuda, that's our priest? I thought he was summoning Garuda. I thought that's who we were seeing come through with that one big attack. But I was also paying attention to the boss more often than that. GG's indeed, team. GG's. Oh, he is. Okay. I thought you thought he was Garuda? No, 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 no. I thought that the summon was Garuda. Yeah, no, I knew he wasn't. Garuda was my first simp moment in Final Fantasy XIV. And then I learned about the Siren. And then I learned about Shiva. And then I learned about Sophia.
Thank the gods. What happened?
But thank you so much, Roshan, for joining us for that dungeon. I appreciate it. I know it was a little slow going. I'm still learning. Still definitely not the best MMO
So they
player.
were unable to see the ritual to its completion. Then Garuda is no longer a threat, and whatever the Ascians and the Warriors of Darkness were planning has come to naught.
The Lady of Bliss, it sounds like
But
my
we
kind of
should not
lady.
tarry. The knights have secured our path to safety.
Well, well. What do we have here? You'd better not have killed the primal without us.
Warriors of Darkness, huh? Is that what you sound like? Who's this new guy? She gathers you to her bosom. I cannot wait. It's gonna be hard to beat Sephiroth's song. I'm gonna be honest with you. Garuda's song is pretty good, but Sephiroth's song was right up my alley.
You!
Remind me of Power Man 5000's Worlds Collide.
Wait, I know you. Still walking, I see. I could have sworn my aim was true.
Just what is your game? Leading us the long way so these fools could step in and claim our prize?
No, no. Let's not make hasty accusations. By the look of things, the ritual was proceeding as planned. We arrived at the appointed hour. It was they who erred.
It is hopeless. We cannot face them all.
Do mine ears deceive? A boy! So that's the way of it. Twins! You had me worried for a moment there.
I want to slap her
Know that
so
I will
hard.
happily make it quicker for you. If you just stand still.
The smugness right now is unwarranted. Unnecessary. I'll whoop her ass.
Enough, Jarumal. We wouldn't want to upset the man in white with any unnecessary bloodshed now, would we?
This smug is thick enough to cut.
You've been awfully busy since we were kind enough to spare your lives.
While you were idly consorting with the Ascians, you mean? 7 hells! What could you possibly hope to achieve?
Should I explain it to you?
Please do.
Very well. Consider it a reward of sorts for beating us here. You know the tale of Hydaelyn and Zodiac, I take it? Of the Great Sundering and the reflections it created.
I'm starting to get the reflections. 13 different worlds based off the split of Hydaelyn from Zodiac.
Across 10 and 3 they were
Zodiac.
divided. Reflections of the source, each possessed of shards of light and dark.
And I guess the source is our world, right? The original Hydaelyn.
So, one of those reflections, the one nearest to the source, is our home. And we were the heroes blessed with her light. But not all worlds hold light and dark in equal measure. In ours, the power of light was greater by far. So the Ascians, who once threatened our home, were no match. And they fell before us, one after another, till none were left. Victory, we thought. And then came the light. A flood of pure, blinding radiance, annihilating shadow and color and life itself. Ere long, it will consume our world, leaving naught in its wake but blank perfection.
And you need balance, is what they're saying.
That cannot be. Do you honestly expect us to believe such a story?
Believe what you like. But it has happened before, on a world far removed from ours. The 13th, which was swallowed by the dark and transformed into what you call the Void.
That's where the cloud of darkness resumes? right?
Unchallenged light would condemn us to a similar fate. And so we joined hands with our former enemies, and with their aid came here, to the source. For there is but one way to restore the balance and save our home. The Ardor. Calamitous destruction with the power to break down the barriers between planes and see our worlds rejoined.
You would doom our world to save your own? What would even become of us? Of you?
Enough. I tire of talking.
No. Alfino brings up a good point here. Hold up.
You know our cause. You know what is at stake. We are prepared to do whatever it takes. Are you?
Alright, so like, here's the thing that we need to stop and see if we're on the right track here. Alright? Hydaelyn is the source. She was originally one with Zodiark, and they split because Zodiark wanted more power, and she's like, yo, you gotta go do your own thing. That split caused 13 different worlds. One of those worlds, the 13th, got destroyed, controlled by the darkness. That became the Void, where the Cloud of Darkness was, i.e. the Crystal Towers had a bit of a reach in there. The Crystal Towers was also a gathering place, if I'm not mistaken, for the energy that Dalmund / Bahamut's prison was getting from the sun. Zodiark is captured in the main moon of Hydaelyn, i.e. the source world that we're currently playing on. So if, let's just say, for ha-has, they actually do succeed, the Warriors of Darkness that I'm calling, if they succeed in destroying the source, Alfino brings up a good point. What the fuck happens to the rest of the mirrored worlds? This is World 1. This is the main world. What happens to mirror worlds if the main one goes away? It's not entirely accurate. Okay. I'm still trying to figure things out with the information that I have. I may have missed bits and pieces here, but I'm curious what happens to their world. Because they're trying to bring the darkness over to expunge all the white light from their side, because there's no more darkness in their world. So they're seeking balance, is what I'm gathering. So they sided with Zodiark for now, but it feels very misguided, if I'm getting this correct. Anyways, we'll figure it out. This is still very early into the game. They'll probably explain it here in a bit. And there's probably pieces that I'm completely missing, just based off of forgetting certain bits and pieces.
If there is aught you would say, say it. Otherwise, be gone. You have no friends here.
Interesting. No. So I know Dalmund is where Bahamut was imprisoned, but I'm talking about the other moon, because Dalmund was the second moon of Hydaelyn. Isn't Zodiark currently in the main moon, the one that you would normally see in the sky? Because Dalmund was considered the lesser second moon, and it wasn't important until the end of 1.0, when it started turning red and getting closer and closer. Anyways, also Zodiark and Hydaelyn have always been two separate entities. I'm not going to say anymore because I don't want to give you spoilers. Okay, so I must have misunderstood that, I must have misunderstood when we met with the One Voice, or whatever it was called. It was when we were at Matoya's and we did the Great Library, and we finally found Minfilia there. I thought she said that Hydaelyn and Zodiark were one, but the darkness coveted too much power, darkness or whatever, so she split off with him. I must have misunderstood, and that's fine. I'm still very new to this whole thing. Anyways, let's continue the story. There's no point in speculating too much, right? All things considered, we should be grateful to have survived that encounter. Do you think it could be true that to save their worlds, they must bring ruin to ours? No, it matters not. Such wanton destruction is beyond justification. Whatever their reason, they must be stopped. To sacrifice the loss, it ends here. Alright, two sides of a coin. Alfino would like nothing more than to get out of the snow. Forgive me, this is neither the time nor the place for idle introspection. The knights can apprise Lord Almont of our success, and we, the Lord Commander. More importantly, I should like to see if my sister's condition has improved. Okay. You may take a moment for yourself if you wish. I will be at the congregation. In any case, I do want to give my official thanks to Vershawn for helping me through that dungeon. Whatever information I am lacking here, also helping me understand certain bits and pieces. I do appreciate that as well. I also appreciate you not trying to drop any spoilers in chat, you know? Guiding me on the right path with still skirting around the issue at large. It's always been kind of a nice part about the community of Final Fantasy XIV. They're not really willing to drop spoilers at the drop of a hat, right? A lot of communities are just like, I'm gonna spoil the game because why not? So far, everyone I've met through 14, no one's willing to do that, which is super, super nice, super awesome. But we all seem to have just a passion for the story that's at play, so theory crafting and whatnot is always a good time. Oh, those were like both type things. Okay, interesting. I thought she had like long hair for a second. I was just like, yo, that was sweet. I will say this though, they don't really go into the full explanation about Zodiark and Mama Crystal until Shadowbringers, so don't really get the full explanation until Unwalker. Hell yeah, dude. It's a lot of time just to speculate and wonder. It brings me joy to see that you were safely returned to us, Mara. What news of Zephytol? Then we are not too late. On behalf of Ishgard, I offer you my deepest thanks. As for me, who remained behind, Mistress Stola has been tending to Mistress Alize in your absence. I am pleased to report that she has regained consciousness. I imagine that you have many questions, especially given your recent encounter with the Warriors of Darkness. I know I do. Come, let me show you to her room. Do not worry, her condition is much improved. She is a resilient one, much like her brother. She's got those bad clothes on. Those are Realm Reborn clothes. The potato sack, if you will.
Alize, how are you feeling?
Well enough, brother. Thanks to the kindness of our hosts. When they told me you had departed for Zelphatol, I found that I could rest. The outcome seemed a mere formality, as did your safe return. Thank you, my friend.
I wonder if any of this would change if we didn't do the coils. Would she have called us her friend?
As if we needed any further confirmation that they are in league with the Ascians. But to save another world? I think not.
I too thought his story fanciful at first. But it is possible there may be a kernel of truth in all of this. At the very least, none of his claims contradict the word's account.
You were following these people, Alize. Why?
During my travels, I had oft enjoyed tales of the Scions and their exploits. But after a time, I began to hear whispers of a gifted and theretofore unknown band of adventurers. Adventurers who had supposedly sworn to travel the realm slaying primals in the Scion's stead.
The Warriors of Darkness. And in the course of investigating these rumors, you stumbled upon the Ascians' involvement.
Yes, exactly.
Forgive me, but if these Warriors of Darkness mean to bring about another calamity, to what end do they hunt primals?
To prompt an escalation. To deepen the beast tribe's feelings of helplessness and despair, and thereby drive them to summon ever more powerful gods. And lest we forget, these events do not occur in isolation. With their patron deities being slain left and right, the news of man's victory over Nidhogg must surely have sown panic in the minds of the Beastmen. 'Tis no wonder they wish to defend themselves.
Power answered with greater power, death with more death. A vicious cycle fueled by fear and hatred. I know it's like all too well.
Indeed. The Ascians sow discord and desperation, and the warriors of darkness reap the harvest. And so it continues. Yet that is not the extent of their ambitions. The Ascian himself observed that once the powerless realize that the old gods have failed them, they will have little recourse but to look to a new one.
We cannot let that happen.
It should come as no surprise, but Alize and I have uncovered evidence that the Ascians have been manipulating certain parties to ensure that a constant stream of crystals flows into the hands of the beast tribes. If we sever these supply lines, we should at least be able to slow the escalation.
Agreed. Kral and I shall journey to Zelfatol and learn what we can of the Ixal's source.
Then I, for my part, pledge to lead a similar investigation into the origin of the Nath supply.
Sir Emmerich?
As a member of the Eorzean Alliance, Ishgard is honor bound to play an active role in maintaining the security of the realm. You might also say that I have some personal motivation, given the Ascians' dealings with my father. However, I make no secret of the fact that my knowledge of primal beings is scant at best. As such, I should be most grateful if one of your order were to assist me.
Allow me, Sir Emmerich. I have dealt with the Nath before.
I kind of always forget how tall Amric is in comparison to a regular person. It's like I'm just a shorty, and so is Alfie now.
Let us consult with Orianja then. Given his dedication to the study of primal beings, I should be surprised if he could not tell us something of value.
Nah, can we not? Can we just not talk to Orianja? Please?
Allow me to accompany you, brother. And before you think to refuse, know that I am not the girl I once was. I shall not be a burden. You have my word.
But Alize, you... You are more than welcome. After all, it was you who set us upon this path.
This stare down, though.
Wait a minute. I'm afraid I can't allow you to leave just yet. Not until you try on the new outfit I prepared for you.
Final Fantasy 14 fashion! Let's go, dude. I fucking love this. I love when people get new outfits. Let's see the glow up, dude. Let me see that glow up. Oh, so that's who's been buying up your crystals and put on the market board? Damn, you've been funding the Ascians this whole time? You've been making my game harder? Let's slow that down real quick. To think that the three of us plumbed the depths of the coils and confronted Bahamut himself. Damn, dude. I think that's some good text. If I probably would have changed if we didn't actually do the coils of Bahamut. Nice. Had I not been there, I would struggle to believe it. Shortly after we parted ways, I heard that she had taken to the road on her own, apparently on a journey of self-discovery. Precisely where to, I never learned, though I suspect it was by design. So she enjoyed hearing tales of her exploits, did she? My apologies for keeping you waiting. The design is cool. I don't like the beige, though. It's like when people wear the nude color outfits. It would have been better if it was white. Or just all black. Or even blue. Anyways. Right then, shall we be off? Tatu never ceases to impress, though for a moment I feared she might furnish you with an identical outfit. Raise the 12 she did not. Mother and father were rather too fond of making us wear matching clothes. Do you remember that time at the studio when that girl of yours crept up behind me in the hall and whispered, Alfie, no. Sister, please. She was not my... Can we not have this conversation in front of the Warrior of Light? What is he, 5 years old? He's too young to be talking like this. So be it, another time perhaps. To be honest, Mona, I was not planning on seeking you out just yet. When I had set forth on my journey, I did so with grand ambitions. As you may recall, I promised I would not disappoint you. I pray you will forgive me if I do. Sometimes my dyslexia kicks in. It's crazy. It's a pleasure to have you with us. I've been meaning to ask about the carriage? Eh, fuck it. Welcome to the fight. Yeah, about those dudes, they're like 16, and the internet leaves them. Of course it does. If they exist as a character, the internet has Rule 30 for them. No doubt. New garments aside, I must say that you seem different, more resolute than when we last met. You have the look of a woman who is ready to fight for the future of Eorzea. To the extent of my abilities, perhaps, but I have no delusions of grandeur, nor will I pretend to have found myself or any such thing. I am here today because I would regret it if I weren't, that is all. Fair enough. Let us depart for the Waking Sands, then, and see if Urianger can be of assistance. I legit just sold a good 20k of different shards, crystals, and clusters over the past few days, made around 1 million gil from it. You're single-handedly funding the Ascians. Wonder what my world would have looked like if you never did that. My world would have been safe. I do have some Aetherite tickets around. I guess we'll use them. Only got 3 left. Hopefully we won't have to do this too often, but I don't know if there's any other ways to gain Aetherite tickets. You don't often see blonde auras. You don't often see blonde characters. Like normal colored hair characters, you don't see those too often. They are children. Try telling that to the internet. It's never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Your rules, they don't exist. Your etiquette, gone. Guess again. Oh boy. The internet is a perverse place. Urianger, apologies for calling upon you unannounced. Why, Master Alfredo? Alright, hold on. Before we continue this, I don't know if you played any of Elden Ring, but people were simping for a doll, Ronnie, the witch. She's a doll, literally made of like woven fibers, like that rough potato sack texture, and people are like, yeah, we're gonna simp for her. And it's just like, y'all, you can't do nothing with that. That's gonna chafe. And people are like, well, don't care. And it was like, alright, sweet, dude. You know that was Ronnie, right? What did I say? Did I not say Ronnie? Anyways, what else? Melania, the rock queen. She got that advanced chlamydia, and people are still like, yeah, I'd do it. It's just like, internet, internet, please. They never stop. They never stop. Why, Master Alfino, would that the scholars had been fit to grant me knowledge of thy coming, what bringeth thee and thine here this day? I'm sorry. The warriors of darkness have returned. Pray allow us to explain. Think. Ah, bother. I too have heard tales in recent days of primal beings rising up, only to cast down by forces unknown. Alas, as thou didst observe, this serveth, but to spur the beast tribes to pursue their goals with redoubled effort. This serveth, not severeth. This serveth, but to spur the beast tribes to pursue their goals with redoubled fervor. We have 2 objectives at this time, to identify and remove the source of the Beast Tribe's crystals, and to take direct action to prevent any further summoning rituals from reaching completion. The second is easier said than done, of course. While we were fortunate enough to learn of the Ixal's plan before they came to fruition, I should be surprised if the Warriors of Darkness and the Asians did not have similar designs elsewhere, of which we have no knowledge. Thou were wise to come hither, for this very day did I receive tidings most troubling from across the Strait of Melthor. I don't know where that is. O Gamora stirreth, and there are whispers that the Lord of Crags neareth his return. Mere rumors, mark thou, but in light of thine own discoveries, thou canst ill afford to turn a deaf ear to their claims. Aye, we must ascertain the truth of the matter for ourselves. Let us consult with the Maelstrom forces stationed at Camp Overlook, Morna. Alright, are we fighting all the primals again? Or like maybe they're chieftains and gonna stop the official primal summoning? Thank you for your counsel, Urianger. Pray inform us should you learn aught else. I shall. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this beige, this nude color. If I may, brother. Urianger, is there anything else that you would like to say? Called out Alizé. If not, then never mind. I only ask because you are normally rather verbose. Nothing to add? Very well. Ere we depart, I wish to make a request. The Warriors of Darkness spoke of how the Ardor had the power to break down the barriers between planes, that our worlds might be rejoined. The Ardor. Why don't I remember that? I would ask that you research this for us. Being nowhere near as well read as you, I am sure I wouldn't know where to begin. That said, I have heard tell of a promising tome, the Gurren Oracles? Garen, I'm gonna assume. Oracles. Perhaps you could start there. By thy leave. Like, I also don't trust Urianger, but what prompted that from her? She went from like the coils and trusting Urianger to not? Maybe her investigations into the Asians and the Warrior of Darkness led her to this. Anyways, Camp Overlook, was it? Very well. In Shadowbringers, there's a creature that their bodies would essentially be stone. Like, people describe their skin becoming harder. If you're ever like, still like, yeah, I'm gonna bone it. And here I am thinking I would hurt your crotch slamming into soft skin, into hard rock. Don't underestimate the level of horny that people have. People don't care. If you can loot it, they will. People will just... Yep. Faith in humanity definitely leaves whenever people are involved. What the hell are these bunnies doing? Okay, bye. I guess they're going on a date or something. Who are we talking to here? Someone in the camp? Yeah. I mean, don't tell me you've never looked at a stone golem with formless, featureless things and been like, yeah, I'd still do it. You never been curious? Seven hells. At this rate, I'll have to appeal to Maelstrom Command before reinforcements. Whatever it is, we don't want any. Well, fancy that. Just when my kobold problem looks like coming to head, the signs of the Seventh Dawn turn up, itching to pitch in. Bloody brilliant timing is what it is. Right then, let's get to it. Okay. Gotta stop the Cobalt Chiefs from summoning Titan, I guess. So our friendly neighbors in Horgormora have got much more aggressive of late, just as you said. Matter of fact, our scout spotted one sniffing about the stores just now, likely looking to make off with an armful of crystals. I'll be damned if I'm about to let that happen. Lend a hand and help us search the camp for the little bugger, would you? Well, looks like we made it here just in time. Our Maelstrom friends seem notably more agitated than when we first arrived. Do you happen to know why that might be? A kobold in camp, you say? That would appear to corroborate Urianger's information, yes. But to be so reckless as to infiltrate Maelstrom camp and draw attention to their efforts in passing strange. Well, there will be time to think on this later. For the present, we must do everything in our power to prevent Titan summoning, and that means finding and questioning this kobold. Kobold in the camp, huh? Where to begin looking? Not a clue. Probably lift myself up a little bit higher. Maybe hidden somewhere. Nope, not that one. Not that way. Can't go any higher. Not over here either. It's the edge of camp. Can't go over here. Not over here. I'm probably overlooking it by moving so fast as I am. How big is this circle of influence? It's pretty freaking big. Is there a guy over here? There's a guy doing squats. Alright. Alright, let's be serious here. It's time to look. There was no flying earlier in this rendition. So I would have to assume that it's pretty easy to get to and find. On ground. There it is. There you are, you little bugger. Okay, bye. He's a small little dude, too. What a tiny little guy. It's kind of cute. Kind of cute when you stop and look at him. Alright, let's see. Did he go back to this? No, this is not where they go. It's close. But I was looking for the Beast Tribe. Okay, I'm a fan of these little tiny little kobolds. The koboldlings. They're adorable. Stay back. Oh, away, far back. No, not a... It's no use. Pointless. Hopeless. No use. Okay, bye, little guy. Where are you going now? Up. Back to the camp, I'm assuming? Somewhere around here. Actually, it looks like it's a bit more this way. Where'd my little koboldling go? I lost him. Oh, there he is. Please don't hurt me. I only wish to talk. Yes, just talk. Yeah, Stop running away if you just want to talk, little guy. I just want to pick you up and hold you. You're just so cute. He's just so fucking cute. Also, is he actually stealing the crystals, or is it misunderstanding? He pounds his ass. Hey, be careful. You're gonna start finding some lewds of this little koboldling on the internet. Some Mikote's pouncing on him. This was a stupid plan. Stupid. But if I tell no one, then everyone will. Ah, she found me again. What to do? I come in peace, only to talk. Speak, say, talk. So, please, do not hurt me. So this is our wily kobold infiltrator, is it? No wonder the soldiers were on edge. He could very well, give one a bruised knee. Huzzah, we've got him. Fine work, Scions. So, little one, thought you could sneak into my camp, did you? Plotting to steal my crystals, were ya? No. I came to talk, to ask for help. But when your soldiers saw me, they drew their weapons and shouted, and I... Now, let us all take deep breaths and discuss this like civilized individuals. What's your name, child? Pikmin Gabu of the 620th Order. At least, I will be Pikmin, one day. Well met, Gabu. I am Alphino, and this is my sister Alize. Why you... She's like, excuse me, what? Did you speak for me? Anyways, Morna, the woman who found you, is our friend. And now that you know our names, we can be friends too. Now, Commander Bloyden? Anyways, here thinks you wanted to take his crystals, Gabu, but you said you came to ask for help. Why to us and not to your own people? What happened, Gabu? Can you tell us? No one is going to hurt you, all right? Not while we're here, I promise. I don't like these shoes. They have like these little platform things on them, which is a little weird. It's a Welsh name, don't even bother trying, yeah. A lot of the names in this game I just like give up on, and I give them nicknames half the time. The Patriarch, he's... The Patriarch is going to summon the Great Father again, and you have to stop him. Beat him, fight him, stop him. Gabu's parents said they didn't want it, along with many others, but the Patriarch wouldn't listen. He was so angry, raging, fuming, angry. He said that if they didn't have iron in their hearts, they would serve as coke for the furnace? I've never heard that before. Anyways. And then the guards took my parents and the others away, and I haven't seen them since. Coke for the furnace? I did not want to believe it, but I have heard tales of Fochi? Anyways, fashioned from the bones of beastmen, which worshippers use in their rituals, hoping to summon more powerful incarnations of their god. By the 12, that is sickening. No one listens to Gabu, no matter how much he cries, pleads, begs, cries. They do not listen, only talk about punishing the overdwellers and praising the Great Father. Gabu loves the Great Father, but he loves his parents too, so please help Gabu stop the Patriarch and save his parents. Commander, advise Maelstrom Command that Titan summoning is imminent. Should the worst come to the worst, we will require their support. Time being of the essence, we three will attempt to infiltrate the Kobold stronghold, secure the crystals, and free the prisoners. Well, if you're sure, you'll forgive me if I don't seem optimistic. We'll make ready just in case. He's not really rushing, dude. This is kind of a matter of import, you know? Probably should start running. Just my opinion, though. I have faith that we may yet stop the ritual. We would surely have detected the associated etheric disturbance had Titan manifested already. But I cannot speak for the prisoners. 12 have mercy, that they would even contemplate sacrificing their own flesh and blood, brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers. Time is of the essence. We must see that, see what else Gabu knows, and formulate a plan without further delay. From Google, coke is a gray, hard, and porous fuel with a high carbon content, with few impurities, made by heating coal or oil in the absence of air. Interesting. Never heard that before. That's super cool. Thank you for being my Google machine. I always appreciate it, learning new things that I'll never remember, but it's still nice to know. The beast that mourns at the heart of the mountain. I heard Great Father Titan loves crystals, cherishes, covets, loves them, and if we gather enough, he will return. That's why the Patriarch told everyone to go forth and gather them. So I was thinking, if we take all the crystals away, maybe the Great Father won't come? Very good, Gabu. I was just thinking the same. Do you know where those crystals are stored? I know. Oh. Several spots, each defined by a different order. Or did it say defended? I'm sorry. Yeah, each defended by a different order. Gabu wants to steal them, but he too was afraid to go alone. Yes, too afraid to go alone. But together we can take them away and hide them. Come, Gabu will lead you to the first cache. I knew it was a type of fuel. I just realized I didn't know what it was. Yeah, I mean, like, in context it makes sense, but I just never heard a coke before. I've never heard anyone use it, so I didn't know like, exactly, but that's cool. High carbon concentrate or fat or oils. I guess I gotta read more books or something. Quickly! Do you have them all? Good. Lead on, Gabu. This way, this way! Such a cute little dude. I just want to keep him. He might actually get me to replace my red panda. I doubt that he's a actual minion. I'm sure you could get a kobold, but it's not going to be Gabu, so I don't care. I want him specifically. I want to keep him. I want to cherish him. Time is short. If you have the crystals, we should move on to the next cache. Did you hear me, brother? Brother? Aye, it's just that... I'm quite certain that Crate once bore Ishgardian seals. Someone took great pains to remove all traces, but enough remains to make out a pattern. See for yourself. I struggle to imagine kobolds traveling to Kurthis to obtain crystals, much less bothering to conceal their origins. I suspect these crystals were smuggled into Vilbrand by another party, most likely a pawn of the Asians, as Thancred speculated. I don't understand. Who are the Asians? Do they worship Great Father Titan too? Never you mind about that. As Alze said, we do not have a lot of time. Can you lead us to the next cache, Gabu? Yes, of course. Gabu knows the way. The next one is the last, and very large, very big, very huge, very large. No, it's 14. I swear half their dialogue is then going to Google and typing archaic word for X. No, that's true, though. That's true. They do try to be a little bit more verbose than is necessary half the time. It does kind of get annoying. Fuck it. I'm doing it. I haven't done a fate in a while. I do like doing fates. I think I'm one of the weird ones that maybe... Oh, I don't have all my skills. Almost forgot. I don't know. I like doing fates, and I hope that I can make it in time for Endwalker for other people to be doing fates and stuff. But I might have to join in on like hunt trains and stuff like that. I don't know. It's just me. Maybe I'm weird. Ah, damn it. I knew he was going to come through eventually. See if I can... Can I get him closer? Nah, he's just going to stay over here. It's fine. And pull them both in, I guess. Not too worried. I'm way overpowered for most of this stuff anyways. Oh, I don't even have tank stance on right now. I mean, I don't need it, but, you know, I should probably get used to keeping that on as much as I can. Giurgens. Yeah, no, it's completely true. It's completely true. They just use, like, some of the most, like, weird words, and you just go, like, wait, what? You kind of had to, like, just guess based off the context of the sentence, but... Fuck if you want to actually like read it aloud and try to pronounce things correctly. That's always the hardest part. Like, I don't even care that they use like verbose language or whatever. It's just trying to pronounce it half the time, especially because like I try to read all the dialogue. Oh, it's a goddamn nightmare, their sentence structure. And it's funny because like I sit here and I'm like, man, I'm not a bad public speaker. I've been doing public speaking for years now, almost like a decade on YouTube and Twitch and stuff. Well, only about a year on Twitch, but regardless, I know I'm not a bad speaker. I know words. It's just the way that they organize their sentences. I feel like the biggest idiot sometimes. Because they'll like take out words, add apostrophes in random areas. It's just like, okay. Though you cast about for a time, you see no signs of the crystals. Confound it. What about you, Morna? Any luck? Nothing, nothing, nothing. But this cannot be. Gabu saw them. Spied, spotted, saw. Think, brother, think. They must have moved them, yes? The question is, where to and why? Within Lamoura, where they summoned Titan once before, and mean to do so again. It's the only explanation. What about Mother and Father, and the others? We have to help them. And we will, Gabu. We will. Stay calm. We still have time. They have yet to call for the remaining crates, yes? If they had, they would have found the other caches empty and sounded the alarm. Nevertheless, I believe the time for stealth has passed. We must breach the navel and seize the remaining crystals. There is no other way to prevent Titan summoning. But first, give me your crystals, that I might deliver them into Commander Bloedelden's custody. We dare not take them into the bowels of the mountain. The crystals, Morna, if you would be so kind. I only had 2. Okay. 2 caches. We'll call it that, a whole cache. Alarm? No, alarm. Thank you. I shall deliver them to Camp Overlook for safekeeping and brief Commander Bloeden on this situation. Pray go on ahead. As I recall, there is an aetheryte within Lamoura mines. It should deliver you to the navel. Gabu doubtless knows the way. Wait for me there. I shall rejoin you, Anon. And Anon being one of the most common. Pray and Anon. Strange. I would have thought you eager to remain in the thick of the action, but if this is what you would prefer, then Godspeed, brother. This way. This way! Okay, so is this a trial? Do we have to actually fight Titan? Or maybe one of their priest guys? Probably not going to fight Titan. If anything, it'll be like the other one. But I don't think this is a dungeon coming up. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. We actually have to go into the mines. Which is weird, because this is not where Titan was summoned last time. That I remember. Unless the hard mode Titan is here. Interesting. Yeah, I guess it... Yo, that is right. Yep, hard mode Titan is actually summoned in here. That's right, I remember now. As part of the story. So it does actually make sense why we go in here. It comes down and around. Unfortunately, I don't think you can get through that one door. There you are. Alright, then I think we have to go this way, right? Go around to get there. Yeah, so this is my favorite mount, just based off the animations alone. I just love the way that he kind of swings his little feetsies. It's cute. They're just dangling. This was not the right way. There was a path this way. It's a trial on my heart. Oh boy. Uh-oh. This was not it either. Wow, little alcoves that I'm not paying attention to. I take it this is the aetheryte we seek. Right then. As soon as Alphino arrives, we go. I trust you're feeling suitably heroic, Morna. There is no telling what sorts of resistance we'll face in there. Quickly, you clods! Briskly, swiftly, quickly! I will not suffer any further delays! Nice helmet, dude. Lay down your arms and surrender. We have your crystals. There will be no summoning this day. Overdwellers? Here, but how did you... Where are my parents, Patriarch? Where are they? Have you ever seen a kobold's actual face? Do we know what they look like? No! Gabu! No! Yoshi PY! Mother? Father? Coke for the furnace. You monster, how could you? Oh? We are but servants of the Lord of Crags. We are his, that he may drink of our blood and partake to our flesh, of our flesh. He may draw upon the strength of his children and defend them from the tyranny of the overdwellers. Jesus, dude. No, Alice, not yet. I wasn't ready for a child to witness his parents murdered. Bruh. I understand, Patriarch. I do. You fear, your anger, your hate. You would do anything to protect your people, anything to deliver them from despair, whatever it takes to ensure that those who threaten you can never do so again. But in your single-minded pursuit of this objective, you have brought suffering on your own kith and kin. You have sacrificed the lives of the very people you sought to protect. But it need not be this way, Patriarch. Renounce this bloody course. Cease your attempts to summon your god and work with us, together, to build a lasting peace. Another peace to be abandoned by the Overdwellers' convenience. At the Overdwellers' convenience, Oathbreakers, all of you, liars, betrayers, Oathbreakers. You take, and you take, and you take, and when you've had your fill, you sue for peace. You promise that this time is the last, until you grow hungry again. Brings up a good point. Honestly, he brings up a good point. We're kind of filthy animals. And when we dare to defend ourselves, you declare this is the Beast tribe, cannot be suffered to live. That our god drains the land of Aether, and brings not but suffering, death, destruction, suffering upon us all. I will hear no more lies from you and yours, Overdweller. You've ruined your lands, you will not ruin ours. I can't even argue with him, dude. I mean, the sacrificing of his kind is kind of shitty, but like... Yeah, to be fair, the kobolds aren't wrong. Limson's fucked them over hard. 100%, dude. The Sahagin, we were kind of getting over there with the same thing. They were encroaching on their territory. Of course they summoned Leviathan. Oof, bruh. Bruh. I wasn't expecting like a geopolitical conflict here and shit like that. Holy hell. I said I'd come for you, and I did. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Say something, please. 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 I just don't like when children have to witness their parents, you know, death. Well, here we go. The Lord of Crags is fucking here, bro. Oh, they actually had a treaty with the kobolds and broke it? What about the Sahagin? Did they have a treaty with the Sahagin as well? Or was that just like a unspoken truce? Wake up! 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 Titan doesn't seem happy with the kobolds. Uh-oh. Yikes. Titan don't give a fuck. You will want to pay attention to Titan's chat bubbles in this fight. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that heads up, because it's often hard for me to actually pay attention to those. 7 hells. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Not the little one. Titan, what the fuck, bro? Alfredo, leave him to me. Was his carbuncle's a different color? We must away. Or maybe it's just the lighting. But it doesn't seem like the normal blue carbuncle. He seems like a more like diluted color. Like a weird grayish blue. Carby's doing work though. Okay. I guess I'll go back in on my own. By the 12, how could I be so foolish? I should have known better than to let Gabu accompany us. Given what we were like to find, his anguish and despair have served to birth a primal, just as surely as would the supplications of the faithful. Worse, being born of such tumultuous emotion, this incarnation of Titan seems incapable of naught but violence. If we have one cause for optimism, it is that while many crystals were present, they represented but a fraction of the quantity intended for the summoning ritual, meaning that Titan must be far weaker than planned. Be that as it may, he is yet a primal, and the longer we leave him to bleed the land of Aether, the stronger he will grow. And should Titan be permitted to leave Ogamoro, more lives will be lost. The Maelstrom will rally their troops, and the cycle will continue. Morna, you know what must be done. Will you face the Lord of Crags once more? Yeah, dude. Thank you. Alize and I will tend to Gabu. When you have finished with the primal, look for us in Camp Overlook. We will be expecting you. Okay, confront Titan in hard. The naval hard. I've technically already done this, but I guess I'm doing it again. Let's clear this selection. It's a trial. The naval hard. Oh, fuck it. I wonder if I was strong enough to actually just solo it. You know what? I'm actually going to see. I don't know if this is going to be possible or not, but I'm going to see if I can do unrestrict party. I may not be high enough level for this, but I am curious. Probably not, though. If I die, I die, and I will get a party in there. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Commencing duty. Let's see here. I'm here at last. Oh, I'm here. Oh, I think he's saying the same thing that Gabu was saying. Oh boy. Oh, ain't that just heartbreaking? Is he doing his same tricks? Yeah, he's doing the same tricks. I said come, I'm here. Yeah, it seems like he's pretty much saying everything that Gabu was saying. I don't need to turn him around in any way. I don't know why I'm focused on doing that. Alright, he's gonna do this. I said come, I'm here. Oh, I didn't get out in time. I was just touching the edge. That was my bad. I might not be able to get out of the rock. Actually, this might be a bad idea. I might not be able to get out of the rock in time. Alright, let's see what we can do here. One of these is about to burst. I'm gonna look for this one. Let's go stand over here for a minute. Yeah, I gotta be really careful, actually, with this one. I need to think about the consequences. I'm gonna rampart. Ooh, didn't make it in time. Oh shit! I got out. Seems like it instantly breaks if I'm alone. Interesting. Mother, Father, I can't find you. What the hell? Titan's Heart, please. Thank you. Damage down. Damage dealt is decreased. Granite goal. Alright, I'm stuck here. Do not know if I can free myself from this. We will see what happens. Granite sure. I don't know what that is. I'm not taking any HP damage though, so that's a thing. There it is. Alright, back in the granite goal. Yeah, so maybe this wasn't like the best idea to do by myself. I can help you with this again if you can't solo it. Yeah, we'll see what happens. If I need to withdraw, I'll withdraw. Because it might just be more annoying. Zerara, hello, study, lurk, have a great time. No, thank you for the lurk, I appreciate it. Good seeing you again. Hopefully you're having a great day. Enjoy your study. Oh, he's back. Wake up! Why? 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 Yeah, I think we'll be somewhat alright. I'm not entirely too worried right now. It's just kind of annoying having to deal with the granite jails. But that's pretty much all that we have to deal with, right? Find the one that explodes first. Get next to that one. Actually, I could probably just stay right next to him. Don't even need to really move. I don't think I've ever really listened to Titan's song before. Not sure if I'm a fan of it, to be honest with you. Alright, let's just get a little bit of this. It's not bad, but it's a little too chaotic for my own liking. Which is weird because I love metal, and I love industrial metal and stuff like that. There's a raid series much later on, where for reasons you actually summon all the primals. Cool. Oh, I forgot I was doing unrestricted. I have so many more tools than I've been using lately. I need to actually like pay attention to what I've been doing. Just sitting here, sitting in AoEs and stuff, not even paying attention. It's fine, it's working, but really not the smartest way of doing it. Sometimes, but they aren't quite like the normal ones, you know. The fact that they don't have a male-female duo fight for Titan annoys me. Alright, let's get our combo working here. Yeah, just took that one to the face for no reason. Not that it's like too big of a deal. It's definitely more of an annoying fight, I will say, doing it solo, because he has this one mechanic alone. If it was just like a straight up fight, it would be way less annoying, but just having to sit here and do nothing, it's not fantastic, I would say. But it's not meant to be soloed, so, you know, I can't really be too mad at it, right? It's kind of my own doing, if you will. Ooh, these boulders in the beginning. I can't say I was expecting that. I don't know which one's going to explode first. It doesn't really matter neither. Ah, damn it. Again. Ah, okay. I don't know if he does it based off of health percentages or if he just does it as part of a rotation. Yeah, sure, fine. Fair enough. So lesson of the day is, unless I'm much higher level than these guys, I really shouldn't be doing this solo. I really should have just waited for the queue. It just became more annoying than it needed to be. It's not terrible, but definitely could have been way faster. Waiting for the queue and everything would have just gotten me through almost immediately. Here we go. Once again. Can only get him down like 2 or 3% before he does it again. I guess I never really tried. I can't. Yeah, okay. I can't attack these things. Cool. Hi, move. Couldn't move. Oh, press the wrong buttons. Couldn't move. Alright, we're not doing that again. I will definitely queue up. I misclicked and fucked myself over. Leave. Yep. Vershant, if you're around, if you want to join in. That was a dumb thing that I wasn't paying attention to. I can't believe it. I got knocked out the edge like a fucking idiot. Oh boy. I'll send the invite just in case. If you want to join, feel free. If not, cannot look character with that name. It's no big deal. If not, I don't want to force you or feel like you need to, because I can always just do the duty finder. Honestly, I do wonder. Okay. Yeah, no, that's right. No Heavensward stuff is available yet with that. Alright. New party leader. I don't know if a non-party leader can actually join in on that. I don't know if I can choose, right? Can I? Looks like I possibly can. Nope, only a party leader. Do you want to actually do it? Do you want to nuke him? We've done Titan hard before. I have no desire to really have to sit here and do it. It was part of the A Realm Reborn stuff, so we can just unrestrict nuke him. I saw the dialogue and everything. It's pretty much what Gabu said. So yeah, let's do unrestricted. Does it count though if you start the duty? It shouldn't matter who starts it, right? Yep, okay, cool. Already? Damn. You love to see it. Yeah, already going way faster than I could have ever hoped for. You got him do it again. We probably don't even need to do this mechanic, do we? Did you just get launched off? No. No. Fantastic. Do we get penalties for leaving this? If you want to hop, okay. Wait, hold on. Can we vote to abandon? That's the funniest thing I've seen. I don't know if that's the right way, right? Or should we just try to leave? Command during combat. Oh, hop off the side. Okay, okay. Top 10 epic fails. Okay. Alright, you're still in the party. Let's just redo that. Oh wait, you're the party leader. Never mind. Alright. Burn him down, but yet we fall off the edge. We love to see it. Alright, so we don't really have to worry about the big old jump or anything. We can kind of just take it to the face with this trial. Especially with your mega heals. Bye! I need to turn on character effects, party effects, friends effects. I just kind of realized that it's probably really bad. Like, some of my healers have probably been placing down bubbles and stuff that I just haven't been paying attention to because I don't have effects on. That's probably not really good. Wake up! There we go. Thank you for nuking. I appreciate it. Where are you? Where are you? Yeah, so much better than trying to do that by myself. Alright, Camp Overlook is where we need to go. Yeah, I mean, if there was like we had to do an extreme or the first time that we've ever done a hard trial, I would say, you know, I would do it normally, but there's really no need. I know most of the Titan mechanics, they don't really change all that much. Ah, there she is. Did I not tell you that she would return safe and sound? The deed is done then. Titan is no more. Good. There has been enough tragedy this day. He has been like that since he regained consciousness. We believe he can hear us, but he has made no attempt to respond. He is almost certainly still in shock, but we cannot discount the possibility that he succumbed to the Primal's influence. Should that prove to be the case, he must be put to death, like any other thrall. Such is the Alliance policy, yes? You have the right of it. But we must not rush to conclusions. After all, we once feared that Yazel's followers were beyond reason, and many have since laid down their arms and accepted Ishgard's peace. Do I know about the horse mounts for the extreme? I do indeed, yes. We can but watch, wait, and pray. Having gone through the extremes, some of my chat, Epsilonic and so, have offered to do that. One day, I think we will, but I'm just focused on the story right now. Because this isn't my main character, I don't really want to do like a lot of extra stuff that's not really like important, I guess I could say, to the story. Because it feels like it's wasted. Eventually, I guess I'll abandon this character, so... Or maybe not. Alright, let's continue. There is not to be gains from dwelling on the eventuality over which we have no control, much less one which may never even come to pass. Let us tend to more immediate matters, informing Commander Boyden of Titan's demise, for example. You may be certain that he will be glad of the news. Would you be so kind as to break it to him? I don't know if that's considered breaking it to him. Usually I use that term if it's bad news. You know, break the news to him. That is a sick outfit. How do I gain this outfit? There he is. Not your main character, so why aren't you doing MSQ on that character? Because I have this weird thing with when I was playing that character, I picked up every class quest, or every class that I could. So I have some at like level 15, some at like level 88, some at like, you know, different levels. And I wanted to start fresh. I don't know. It's this weird thing that I have. One, I wanted to create a new character. Two, it's just I wanted to do the class quest as they came up. I didn't want to be overpowered. It's the strangest thing. I have no like real reason, but I just chose that I wanted to create a new character and go through it. I don't know. Probably during Stormblood we'll switch back over to that character. But I'm just not a fan that I have like a level 17 Lancer and done some class quests that I skipped over because I wasn't really focused on the story at that point. I was just kind of playing the game. A level 88 Scholar that I have no idea about the whole like Scholar quest line. Didn't even know about the Tonberries or anything. The whole story about the fairies either. So I was just kind of playing the game, but I wasn't really paying attention to anything. Ah, you're a sight for sore eyes. When the others came back without you, I feared the worst, but they say you have, that you had matters well in hand. All settled then, is it? I'm glad to hear, but not half as glad as my men will be. I believe you me. Regardless of whether or not he was summoned properly, a primal's a primal, and there ain't a soul in the Maelstrom that hasn't lost a friend to one. Don't get me wrong, like, we were all prepared to do our part, but we weren't so naive as to think we'd live to tell the tale. Thankfully, of course, it didn't come to that, which my friend sounds to me like the cause for celebration. Now, I know you lot have places to be, but why not stay the night? We'll be honored to raise a glass to the triumphant return of Titan's Bane.
Who goes there? Oh, it's you. Forgive me for straying from the camp. He hasn't been feeling too welcome, to say the least. I thought a change of scenery might do him good. But, alas. So quiet out here. The stars spread out before us, beckoning across time and space. Dawn may banish even the darkest night. How bitterly beautiful, those words. I should be stronger for all my experiences, yet my heart aches more than ever. I never understood why Grandfather gave his life that day. I thought that if I came here, I would find the answers I needed. But when I finally laid eyes on the land he sacrificed everything to save, saw firsthand the bickering, the pettiness, I was disappointed. I was angry. I could not fathom how these people were more deserving of his love than his family, than me. But when Grandfather revealed the whole truth of the calamity to us, I finally understood. And I resolved there and then to continue his legacy in my own way. My travels have been enlightening, but I cannot say that I have enjoyed them. I have lost count of the many petty crises that I was helpless to resolve and of the people whose actions I could not understand. There were others, of course. Good people. People with whom I felt a kinship, whose lives I could not save. I found myself asking what it was all for. Why try if I was doomed to fail in the end? But then I recalled Grandfather's words to my father years ago, before he left Charlayan behind forever. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, It is indolence. We must all protect that which we hold most dear in the manner of our own choosing. We have to try, do we not? Of course, it's one thing to try and another to do. There were times while I was tracking the Warriors of Darkness when I faltered, when I was afraid. But then I thought of my brother, of Urianger, of you. Oh, pray forgive me. This conversation has been rather one-sided, hasn't it? Mayhap you could recount some of your adventures in Ishgard.
I traveled far and wide with two companions, Estinian and Yazel, who were very... something. Under some rather unique circumstances, I had the pleasure to fight alongside Sir Emmerich. When Alfinoa came at last to the Gervanian hinterlands, that leaves a lot up to interpretation. I'm gonna just go with this first one.
Gods! They must have been at each other's throats from dawn till dusk. I dare say you managed to keep the peace, though. Merely being in the presence of the Warrior of Light is surely enough to shame anyone into behaving. The hopes and dreams of so many rest on your shoulders, Warrior of Light. As long as the sun rises, we can but carry on, for the sake of those we hold dear.
He has one of the crystals. Please tell me that's not what Urianger looks like.
To what end dost thou cling to the tainted gifts of the Mother?
Nah, I doubt it.
Every
Imagine
tool
that's
has its
Urianger, though,
purpose.
without his goggles.
Even this. Well, what is it?
The seeds sown in Vilbrand have been plucked from the earth and left to wither. Alas, Titan's demise sufficed not to drive the kobolds to deepest desperation.
What did the man in white have to say?
That we are to proceed as he did first set forth.
Did they not know Elidibus's name?
Well, that's easy for him to say. It's not his bloody world on the brink of destruction, is it?
Be thou well reminded that with an end to Ishgard's unrest, naught now remaineth to preoccupy the Scion's thoughts. And thus may they devote their every energy to thwarting thee and thine. I foresee only greater difficulties ahead.
Foresee? Are you sure you don't welcome them? I'm starting to think you might hold a candle for your old friends after all.
That's straight up Urianger, isn't it?
Pray
Holy
do not
fuck.
mistake mine intent. I but look upon the path which lieth before us with due trepidation. Shouldst thou be of like mind, pray consider then another course. For the power to invoke the ardor belongeth not unto the Ascians alone. With thine own hand strike down thine enemy, the so-called hero who would see thy home lost to light. Do but this, and thou wouldst at a single stroke disrupt the all-too-delicate balance of this realm, plunging her straightways into chaos.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really pay attention to how he was talking before.
You do realize what you're suggesting, yes?
It's just the fact that he's considered mass
No,
man.
the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. The words of my teacher, and a creed I hold close to my heart.
It's like you had the idea, but you weren't completely sure until he pretty much confirmed like your old friends or old companions or whatever he said. And then the fact that they continue to keep him as masked man.
Draw her out. We'll make it quick.
It shall be done.
It's just weird that no one else seemed to know who he was, even if he was dressing differently. So I guess none of our friends have ever really seen Urianger's like real face or anything.
What good a creed one cannot uphold? What hurts soothed? What lives saved? Oh, hapless fool, what hast thou wrought by thine own hands? Minfilia, my friends, I shall not now beg your forgiveness. Full deeply though it paineth me to walk it, I shall not stray from my chosen path. As Moonbreeder remains steadfast, so too shall I.
They're gonna give him one of those dumbass redemption arcs. That's one thing I don't like about Japanese media, is like everyone can be redeemed in some way. It's just like, you have to understand why I did it. It's like, you were wrong in your thinking, but we will accept you back in our ranks. It's like, can we not? Can I just like kick him out? Alright. I don't care his reasonings. The fact that he betrays us regardless is just enough for me not to want to be around him. What's Lamoura? I trust you had a good night's rest. I was but this moment speaking with Thancred and Yerstola via Link Pearl. They have some interesting news to share. Apparently during the course of their respective investigations, both come across crates which had once borne Ishgardian seals. It would seem that someone in the capital has been very busy indeed. Accordingly, the Temple Knights have launched a full-scale investigation period. Sir Emmerich believes that it's only a matter of time before the culprits are found, but we shall have to wait and see. In the meantime, it seems only prudent to look into recent activities of the other tribes, in case they too are flush with Ishgardian crystals, and with that in mind, I suggest we pay Urianger another... Wait, where's Alize? She was here but a moment ago, with Gabu. Alright. Researching. There's only so many places they can be. It's probably going to be best just to get up in the air. See if we can find them. Nope, that's a real person. Not where we first found them. Way off target. Probably should stay in the circle, huh? There they are. At least they're not doing what WoW has done 4 or 5 times so far. I know it looks like I did evil things. Hold on one sec. Let's stop that auto scroll. At least I know it looks like I did evil things, but it's actually because there's a bigger evil out there, and I had to subjugate you all to save you all. Yeah. That's what I was expecting Urianger to be doing. It's like, you just don't understand. It's like, oh boy. Let me guess. It's time to leave then, is it? My apologies for disappearing again. If it's any consolidation, I have already packed my things. How is he? Brother, Commander blah. Something tells me you are not solely here out of concern for his welfare. But to answer your question, there has been no change. He will not speak or eat. I'm not even sure if he slept. If he did, he seems none the better for it. He just shuffles about with that same expression on his face. You will look after him, won't you, Commander? And treat him with every kindness? He is still in there, I know it. Beneath the anguish and the despair, he's still fighting with all his heart. He deserves to be given that chance until he comes back to us, until we know for certain what has become of him. Aye, you needn't worry. If he hadn't risked his neck to warn us and help you secure the better part of the crystals, this could have turned out a damn sight worse than it did. We will not soon forget that, nor will Maelstrom Command. I'm so sorry, Gabu. I truly am. You should never have been made to, and I cannot possibly understand. Mayhaps there is nothing I can say or do. The pain, the anger, the helplessness. Hold fast to the memories of a better time. Remember them as they were. And when it hurts so much, your heart feels fit to burst, let it burst. Let it burst and fill up again with your love for them. And never ever forget. Come along, little one. I will remember them. And you, Alizé. Thank you. Well, he's not a thrall, so that's good. Have faith, sister. Your words have reached him. In time, he will recover. And those who orchestrated these events will be made to answer for their crimes. A thousand times over, there will be a reckoning. Alright. Warrior Light stuff is cool. Love hearing more stuff about that. But I'm most curious about what's going on with the Warriors of Darkness right now in Urianger. I'm probably going to have to wait for a whole nother expansion to really resolve that whole plot line, but I just kind of want to switch their perspective. I want to figure out what's going on. Because I really can't tell if Urianger is doing that thing that we said that he might not be doing, but I can't tell if you're trying to throw me off the trail. Thankfully, no, most of it gets resolved shortly. Alright. I will be honest, careful with that. Not knowing when things are going to be resolved is better, because it kind of comes as a surprise, right? I mean, you did well. You haven't been spoiling, but in a way that is kind of a spoiler. So let's just be careful. My chat has been pretty good about saying, no, it's okay. When I ask, that's more of a rhetorical question, I guess I would say. So like when I'm asking rhetorical questions like that, they go, I don't know. I guess you'll have to wait and see. And that's been working pretty well for us. So I will specifically ask, like, hey chat, you know, what do we think about this? What do we think about that? And that's when I say we're good, but let's just, when things are going to happen, when things aren't going to happen, let's wait for that kind of to come up on its own. We have heard the glad tidings from Lamoura, my friends. By the grace of the 12 and your most valiant efforts, the people of Limsa Lominsa may rest easy. I should like to think so, yes. Though we failed to prevent the Lord of Crags from manifesting, we did succeed in weakening him, enabling our friend to dispatch him before the Warriors of Darkness could make matters worse. 'Twas by no means an unmitigated success, but it will have to suffice. Then let us speak of another matter, one which weigheth heavy on my lady's mind. As thou didst request, I sought out the Gurun oracles, that we may better understand the aims of the Warriors of Darkness. Though their copious use of allegory defieth any single interpretation, the oracles paint a most disturbing picture, one of worlds parallel to our own, yet apart. Of our own, apart yet linked, reduced to ruin with every humble calamity. 7 times have they succeeded. Then of 10 and 3, 13, only 6 worlds remain. Aye, all is as Lady Minfilia spoke unto thee. Okay. So that's what Epps meant by what era are we in? Not the Umbral era. For the moon, it was the 7th era. Gotcha. Okay, that's where I misunderstood. As for what becometh of these reflections when they and the sources are rejoined, frail flesh undone in umbral fires, each soul surrendereth to her call, to flow unto the endless sea, there to endure as one and none. So is that the, again, rhetorical, is that the live stream they were like Yastola and everyone were, right? Where they're like, they're there, but they're not really existing at the same time? Interesting. It's almost like destroying them, but not. Then if the Warriors of Darkness succeed, everyone in their world will die? In essence, aye. The verse speaketh of a reunification, of the flesh and subsequent return to the lifestream. However, this fate may yet be preferable to the alternative, for if the first were to fall to transcendent light in the manner the Warriors of Darkness described, it would give way unto a void. What? Then why are you helping them? Anyways, it would give unto a void wherein none may know either life nor death. Far better to die, they reason, for in death there is life. The essence of a soul which returneth unto the source may be born anew, saved. Such at least is their belief, I surmise. If that is true, then, gods, no one should ever have to make such a choice. Ere we speak further on the subject, I would share with thee another recent discovery. So it seemed that several sizable shipments of crystals have been delivered unto the hands of a certain Alamegan parties. Alamegans? Strange. And you believe this would be the works of the same Ishgardian smugglers who supplied the beast tribes? I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, and lest thou wonder at their motives, I would remind you that the Ascians did once attempt to bring about the summoning of Rhalgr. The individuals who took receipt of these shipments are refugees belonging to a group devoted to the cause of Alamegan liberation. It may also interest thee to know that their Ishgardian suppliers appear to be none other than the remnants of Aline Roline's network of spies. Surely you jest. And yet, it is not so surprising. Bereft of leadership and hunted by the Alliance, I can well imagine such villains being desperate enough to conspire with the Ascians, assuming they even know or care who their new employer is. All of which is irrelevant. Forgive me, we must seek out the resistance group which received the crystals without delay. Mona, Alize, will you come with me to Little Alamigo? The stare down. Yes, of course. I should like to hear what they have to say for themselves firsthand. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. Alize is just fucking not having it, for good reason. I'm just trying to figure out how she's suspecting Urianger. And none of us are. It's kind of weird. Alfina, Alize, Mona, are you there? Are you three listening? Good. I have tidings. The Temple Knights raided the smuggler's warehouse less than an hour ago. A cursory interrogation of the prisoners yielded confirmation that they were in the employ of, and I hope you're sitting down, a man in black robes. Then you have them, and the crystals too. What few remained, aye. Regrettably, it would seem they dispatched one final shipment in the hours before we struck. 'Twas bound for Little Alamigo, we are told, where it will be received by members of the local resistance group. Sir Emmerich's men no longer have needs of my service. I have a mind to head that way. I have a mind to head that way. As do we. By happy coincidence, we learned of a shipment but a few moments ago. Ah, and there I was thinking I might finally be one step ahead of the Warrior of Light and her little helpers. Ah, wait a moment, there is more. I defy you not to be surprised by this revelation. The leader of the Ishgardian smugglers was formerly in the employ of one Elaine Riley, the infamous Ivy herself. Hi, we knew this. Once again, Thancred, I fear I must inform you that... Thancred, with whom else have you shared this information? About the smugglers? No one. As I think I mentioned, the raid was less than an hour ago. I was planning to contact your Stola next, but is there someone else you would have me notify first? No, there isn't. Yeah, it's kind of strange that Urianger is keep feeding us this information when no one else seems to know. No one else seems to be putting it together, though. What in the world has gotten into her? It's twice now that we have sought Urianger's aid, and twice she has treated him as if he were a stranger. The Archon was one of the grandfather's most dedicated pupils and spent as much time at the Liverler estate as we did. He's practically a member of the family. Truth be told, I struggle to recall a day from my childhood when I did not see the three of them laughing together. If this continues, I may have to raise the matter. Later, though, little Alamigo waits. Alright, are we gonna have to face another trial here? Is this what we're doing, just the hard mode trials, fighting primals over again? I'm gonna be honest with you, I was expecting, I guess different? It's like, I feel like the primal threat was mostly, a Realm Reborn stuff. I thought we were getting away from it a little bit more in Heavensward, but it seems like it's a reoccurring problem. I will get to the bottom of this. Forgive me, it has been a long day. Do you have something to say? Urianger? Oh, I always struggle to understand what's going on in his head, now more than ever. Listen, Morna, if anything should happen, it should be me who... Just know that I am prepared to do what must be done. Right then, to more pressing matters. Since we have no idea when Thancred might arrive, I suggest we see what information we can gather in his absence. Beneath the star-filled sky. Alright, so we got 4 more quests until we finish this patch. When we were free. So, to review, we are reliably informed that members of the Alamigan resistance operating here have taken receipt of several large shipments of crystals, our task being to ascertain who and why. Given the size of the settlement, I find it hard to believe that anyone here could be wholly unaware of the resistance movements. A challenge, of course, will be finding the individuals who are both able and willing to share such information with outsiders. It is 11 o'clock, alright. I'm probably gonna... hate to say it, but I'm probably just gonna play for another hour. I can't finish this patch in the next hour, which probably won't happen. I'll probably be cutting it off here soon. We've been going 5 hours now. And I still gotta stream tomorrow. It would seem sensible to divide our forces, Morna. Why don't you question the residents of the eastern half of town? Alizé and I will do the same in the west, and afterwards, we can rendezvous here to share our findings. Honestly, if we have to fight a primal, that might be the end of the stream, to be honest with you, and we'll pick it up tomorrow. Because I am feeling very sleepy, to be honest with you. It has been a long day. So I would like to sleep if at all possible. Get ready, because I think we'll probably do 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, picking back up on Final Fantasy. Let me guess. Come to join the fight, have you? No need to deny it, friends. You are not the first to answer the Griffin call. While he's lit a fire in every Alamigan's heart, he's also inspired more than a few Oldans to pledge themselves to the cause. And little wonder, the Garleans won't stop until we are all under the yoke. I see you there going about and asking questions, looking for the Griffin and his slots, I'll bet. Seems they're the talk of little Alamigo these days, folk wondering what he's about and what he's got in store for the Garleans, and what's under the mask of his, of course. Some say he's hardly got a face, what's with all the scars. Others reckon he's been marked for death by the Empire, and that they'd send a bloody legion if they knew he was here. Your guess is as good as mine. Looks like we need to go up a level. I don't think the other person's down here. The Resistance. Damned if I know. It's not as if, I'd be any use to them. Wheeze. If you set store... If you set store... Anyways, if you set store by all these tales of secret weapons, good luck to you, but I'm too old for the mass bedtime stories. This is our lot, and it is time we got used to it. Set store, huh? I guess it's like if you, are committed to these. I suppose I should ask what you learned, but I think I already know. The Griffin seems to be the leader of a newly formed faction within the Resistance, the Mask, yet despite their growing popularity, no one seems to know much about them. Only that they are the most aggressively militant group to join the movement in recent memory. Indeed, many claim their commitment to the cause of Alamegan liberation is unrivaled. We can but hope their revolutionary fervor is never channeled in the direction of a primal. Though I feel confident that this is the group which received the crystal shipment, we yet lack the proof. Before taking any action, I would speak with the settlement's leader to confirm my suspicions, and perhaps enlist his help while I'm about it. Given that you and Gundobald are already acquainted, perhaps it would be best if you took the lead, shall we? We haven't spoken to Gundobald in quite a long time. I wonder if he'll remember us. Much as it pleases me to see you again, Morna, I cannot help but wonder if I should be worried. I hear you and yours have been asking questions. The Griffin. Aye, I know of him, as do we all. He and his mass have become the leading faction within the Resistance. Though there was suspicion at first given his secretive ways, he quickly proved himself a charismatic and capable commander. Men are drawn to his passion and his vision. They truly believe that he has what it takes to lead them to victory. Even I cannot help but admire the man for what he's accomplished, but I have not forgotten Wilred. I was blind to the dangers of his ambitions, and you were not. The Griffin will soon deliver his speech to our people at the sunken temple of Quarn. Go see him with your own eyes, weigh his words with your own heart. How convenient. 'Tis but a pity Thancred is not here to join us. You two go on ahead. I shall stay behind and wait for him. Alright, to the sunken temple of Quan. It doesn't seem like they're going to be summoning a primal right now. Ralger. But we'll assume that anything could happen. When we were free... Let's see. I'm just going to take the quick steps for this. Okay. Not as bad as I was thinking. Has it begun already? I hear voices coming from within. Okay. Cool. Interesting.
Brothers and sisters, 20 years ago, Alamigo, our home, was claimed by the Garlean Empire. In our haste to overthrow the King of Ruin, we turned a blind eye to our foes in the north. With our glorious revolution, we but laid a path for a new tyrant to succeed the old. And when confronted with our failure, we fled. Not a day goes by that I do not think of those we left behind. Think of them and feel ashamed. And I know each and every one of you feels the same. We abandoned them, our own flesh and blood, to labor till their backs gave in and their breath gave out, building the twisted steel ramparts which now mar our once majestic mountains.
No, that's not Hilbert's voice.
We abandoned them, the brave and true, to fight and die for their country, or worse, to be conscripted and sent off to rob another poor bastard of his home.
right? That's not Elbert's
We
voice.
abandoned them, the meek and powerless, to bow and scrape when the Garleans pass, to sully themselves that they might live to see another day of misery. The Black Wolf may be dead, but a new Imperial Viceroy reigns in Alamigo now. A beast, not a fraction as merciful.
I had to get used to the fact that they mask characters that they don't want you to know, because you would guess it too easily. So it's gotta be Ilberd.
For all their promises and platitudes, they will not act if there's no profit in it. Only we can free our brothers and sisters from the Empire's tyranny, my friends. Only we have the courage to stand and fight. They have imprisoned us, they have enslaved us, and they have murdered us. But no more! Blood demands blood, and the Garleans shall pay for every drop they have spilt upon our lands.
I mean, if he's directing his rage towards the Garleans and not the Eorzean Alliance.
I promise you, for we have a power within us, my friends. A power befitting our pride, our righteousness. Only join us, and we shall grant you the means to unleash it. And together, we shall see the Alamigan standard raised over the mountains of Gia Arbania once more.
Power befitting their pride. Not at all ominous, that. Wait, is that...
The Ivy? Opalima Yuda! Long time no see. I was hoping she wouldn't have a mask. Damn it. I want to see her face.
The same thing.
Well, this is quite the surprise.
If you see what I see,
Papalima voice, though.
Might I suggest we continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings?
For it is not strength of arms that will win this.
He's way less nerdy sounding than he was before. He used to have like this voice, like, "Oh, bye, I say." It's just like. Thankfully, they changed him. I was not expecting to see Yida nor Papalimo here. Cool. I love getting my scions back together. Friends forever. Words cannot express how glad I am to see you both alive and well. And you, though it was pretty obvious you and Morna would be fine. Whoops, oh, got the auto-scroll on. The Crystal Braves never had a realized chance of capturing any of their scions, divided as they were and distrusted by the better part of Eorzea. But if you truly believe that, forgive me, what exactly have you two been doing all this time? Repaying a favor. After the banquet, we had no choice but to flee Ul'dah, and we would not have been able to do so without the aid of some old friends from the Resistance. That's right, they smuggled us out of the city and sheltered us in Little Alamigo, all at great risk to themselves. Obviously, we couldn't let that go unacknowledged, so we offered to help them out with their operations for a while. When we learned of the Scion's exoneration, that Loyola Rito had severed all ties with the Crystal Braves, and that General Raban had been reinstated, we resolved to make contact, but having long since discarded our link pearls as a precautionary measure, our options were rather limited. To make matters more complicated, we were embroiled in a delicate operation at the time, leaving me with little choice but to entrust a letter to a courier. I gather from your puzzled expressions, however, that you never received it. To be honest, we thought that this might happen. While the masks are happy to let the refugees spread the word within their community, they're pretty strict about communicating with outsiders. Oh, and we also heard a rumor that the Griffin doesn't want us meddling in his affairs. The Griffin mistrusts the scions of the Seventh Dawn. curious. It is well known that we are no friends to Gollumald. One would think the man we saw beseeching all in sundry to join his cause would welcome our support. I should say that the man you saw was not in fact the Griffin, but an impersonator, and a talented rabble-rouser to boot. It would not surprise me if he were responsible for the majority of the public appearances. As you may have gathered, the Griffin is an extremely cautious and distrusting man who has made every effort to conceal his identity. Even when we participated in the raid under his direct command, we were not permitted to approach him. It's hard to know what to make of it all. The secrecy, the impersonators, the masks. What? It's not as if I'm making all of you wear one, and mine only covers half my face. It's completely different. Anyways, when we heard that Griffin was due to give a speech, we thought it might be a good opportunity to get a better sense of the man behind the, For all the good it did. And now you have heard the whole of it. But tell me, what prompted you to take an interest in the Griffin? Yeah, so anyways, we were doing a thing, and then a thing happened. Summoning? You're not serious? I can't believe it. The Resistance would never even entertain such a ridiculous plan, but the Griffin, well, the man is an enigma. I cannot say with any confidence that he would or what he would or would not do. What I can say, however, is that the speech we heard today was not the first to make reference to a power capable of defeating the Empire. The masks have made many such claims of late. I confess, I had assumed it to be mere bluster, but in context of the shipments of which you spoke, it is not impossible that they are alluding to a primal. Whatever it is, we'll find out together, and if anyone tries to stop us, they'll answer to me. Indeed, that is, assuming you'll have us. Of course we will, you're friends. We love you. Alright, that's the end of that quest. I am going to cheat a little bit and take a look at the next quest, Honorable Heroes, and see how many steps there is to it. 3 steps. Okay. After that, there's probably a lot of talking, though. 30 minutes of cutscenes. No, we're not doing that. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's almost midnight here, so I'm going to... Yep, there we go. I'm going to end the stream here, but I will be back tomorrow, Saturday, at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to finish up the rest of 3.4 and then see how far we can get into 3.5 and beyond. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Vershawn, thank you for helping me through the dungeons and whatnot, the trials and everything. Thank you for keeping me company as well. Everyone who is lurking, everyone who is watching VODs, everyone who did everything that they could to support me and my content. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hope you have a great night. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully we'll see you here again for the next stream. If not, be good. Make someone smile as best as you can. Don't forget to take care of yourself. All right, y'all. Without further ado, as always, peace out and much love to you.